Yes, sir. Good morning. Good people. It is Saturday, October 26, 2024. We are Spade of Spades podcast. We're back with another edition of our beautiful program.
It's only right that we do this, man. And I definitely appreciate you guys, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You know, I said this previously last year. We had the award ceremony for the network. I just wanted us to collaborate more with each other. I mean, we all have our own.
Is the volume down?
We all have our own audience of people that we want to speak to and have come on the show. But just as a network, you know, we're small, and so for us to collaborate and break bread and just pop up on each other's shows, it's an important thing to do. So definitely, like when you reached out and was like, "Hey, Vic, like, pop up on the show," I'm like, "Hey, I'm with it."
Right.
You know, pop up on our show, yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciated the plug in my ear, and we gonna get it rocking.
I don't know why we getting that reverb. It's coming from his phone, but he got his volume down and his mic is.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, let's rock out.
Uh,
Don't worry about it. But for Phill, so for everybody who don't know who you are, just give a brief introduction. For who you are, where you come from, all that good stuff.
Sure. Once again, thank you guys for having me, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
am Phocuz Phill of Phocuz Radio, and my platform is based around the missing and murder community. And what we do is shed light on missing person cases, and also give follow-up and updates on people that have lost their life to senseless gun violence or violence, period. From Washington, D.C., Washingtonian. And I've been doing this radio thing, man, for quite a while now, quite a long time now. I was here when it was RIP Radio. They switched it over to Beltway Radio. I've been on a couple of networks, but it's always been Phocuz Radio. And Phocuz, man, is just an acronym for the way of life, and not being perfect, but just trying to get on a straight and narrow.
Yeah.
And my main thing, man, is just reaching the people, and it's going to take people like us, man, to keep on, you know, linking up and just talking about the issues, man, being a voice, you know, for the voiceless ones, man. That's just my purpose, man, just to, you know, make a mark in some type of way, in a good way. And that's what I do, man. I do radio. Also, I work in property management. So for those that are looking for housing, any way I can be assistance, I do that also. Field services, that's pick up, drop off, bulk trash, hauling, moving, anything concerning that's what field services we provide, man. So just a guy out here, man, just trying to make it, man. Just stay out the way, man. That's all.
Community service.
That's it. Yeah.
Where does the inspiration come to serve the community?
I've always had this voice and always have been told to use it in the right way. And I think I just come from a family that's always assisted the community, whether it be us passing out, you know, meals, whether my mom always telling me to help somebody out that's in need.
Yeah.
And just being a good example and just a good role model. And I always say this, and it sounds scary, you know what I mean, but it's real talk. I always tell people, man, that you want to pay attention to the dash. People say, man, what you talking about when he's giving you that born date and then it's giving you that death date? You want to pay attention to what you did in between that. So you either going to have a good dash or you're going to have a bad dash. And I just want my dash to be good, you know, and I've always been told, man, write your own story. You know, in other words, man, that's just what I'm doing, man. I'm writing my own story, you know, and trying to bring people along with me. So we are basically, we setting the bar, we setting the example with our podcast and what we doing, because it's oversaturated. Everybody got a show, everybody got a podcast, you know what I mean? But what makes our podcast and what makes Beltway Radio and beyond a different type of network, and that's what it's about, man.
Cool, man. You got a lot on your plate, don't you?
Hey.
I know that's right. With your podcast, Focus Radio, how did you get into really into like the murder mysteries and people that's missing? How did you get into that? Because it is a niche, but it's a very important niche that we need to talk about, because especially with our people and our black little girls, like they get missing all the time.
Don't forget
And
the
then
boys.
but the boys too. You know what I'm saying? And they get cast as runaways and a missing person.
Yeah.
So we'll get Amber Alerts like that for people for our skin color. So what made you start, doing that, and what do you think about what I just said about us?
Oh, definitely, man. That's a great question. Everybody asks me that. And a little bit about background, I'm a music connoisseur. Like, music is my passion, right? So I came from music, writing, rapping, always being in the studio, always being around certain people.
Yeah.
And it just came and I said, man, I just want to talk. I want to just be able to have a platform to express myself. So I started with a couple of other shows. Shout out to L Boogie. Started with her, man, way back in the day, like 2005, something like that. And I said, man, I just want my own platforms, other shows. And I started doing my own show. So I was just bringing people in, just interviewing them, business owners, just talking about different things, music, rappers. And I said, man, I got to do something different. Man, I want to do something different. Shout out to my co-host from way back in the day. Her name is Rose Brown, and she had a show called Black Rose Garden. And she was like, you remember that story of the little girl, Relisha Rudd? Yeah. And I said, I remember briefly. And
huge story.
If y'all can remember, man, for like a week or 2 weeks,
huge story.
It was on the news.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just went away. And the last memory we had of her was 8 years old, her walking with the 51-year-old creep, Khalil Tatum, in that hotel on New York Avenue.
Damn.
And I said, damn.
How long
man.
ago was that?
That was 2014.
Man, we was
14. She went missing.
14?
10 years now.
Damn.
And she would have been, and I say would have been, it sounds sad, but when we talking about doing search parties, investigators doing search parties, meaning that person may not be here anymore. And they've done several for her. So he killed his wife, killed himself, but still 2024, no signs of Relisha Rudd. So when I thought about it, I was like, damn, missing people. This is something we really don't think about.
Yeah.
Like, we used to seeing America's Most Wanted with John Walsh, the milk cartons back in the day. And like you say, you'll always hear about white people or young white girls that went missing. They were raped, they were molested, they were this, they were that. But not our black children, not our black and brown children. So I said, man, I want to learn more about that Relisha Rudd case. So I just started digging into that case, inviting her, a lot of her family came on the show. A lot of friends of the family came on the show. Some school teachers came on the show, and a security guard came on the show and spoke about Relisha Rudd. And I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I said, man, I'm going to keep her name alive, and my show is going to be based around her. Because when I seen that last video of her, and you talking about inspiration, how she had inspired all her classmates that was around her in a homeless shelter. And to me, man, that's very special to be in the same position as these little girls were, but her being 8 years old and being a leader. And man, I can still see that video to the day. They still show it. Right when she, was playing and she was cheering, and the other little girls, man, was just behind her. It was just like an inspiration. Like, man, like, look at this little black girl, probably not even knowing the situation that she was in, like homeless. Because kids don't know what's going on. They just following the parents, you know what I mean? And after I had read into the case, I interviewed people, and I said, damn, DC really dropped the ball on this case. How do you let a molester, a person with a long criminal history, even work in a homeless shelter around children? That was the first thing. And then when I did the background.
Oh, I heard it.
And I did the background on her mom and her family, man. She was just failed, man, so many different ways, man. I was like, man, I'm going to keep this little girl name alive. And, man, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing, man. Every show, I speak about her. And I just think that was so sad. I think with the gentrification going on, man, and I'm telling you, before I leave this earth or when I'm not no longer here, I think she's going to be found somewhere, man, with all these buildings and all this construction going on within our nation's capital. Because it's happening everywhere. And I think she's going to be found. I just have a feeling, man, that she's in that Anacostia, Kenworth location, because that's where he was found, supposedly shot himself in the head, man. So, reoccurring flyers. So if they didn't find you last Thursday on my show, you will be on my show next Thursday, the following Thursday, the following Thursday, the following Thursday. So it's many cases. Akia Eggleston went missing at 8 months pregnant, but the guy was arrested and balled off a Good Hope Road.
I remember China, yeah.
And they just arrested a second person involved with her murder, but now the family is just asking, where's the body so we can have closure? So I also get excited when I go on and I see the word found. I'm like, wow, okay, they did, we are making some progress. Like you mentioned when you were saying as far as the runaways, it's on so many different levels, man. It's on so many different levels.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking is a $1.3 billion business industry every year. And we talking about $1 billion, not $1 million, $1 billion, a lot of money. So what I always say, my theory has always been, just like the drugs come into the country, and they say we don't own the boats and we don't own the cartels, we don't own the boats and we don't own these places, the harbor, these women, men, children, boys, girls that's being sex trafficking. Same thing with people don't know as far as our bones, as far as us being strong brothers, strong sisters, how we've been kidnapped back in the day and killed for our body parts, how they've been illegally sold. This is real shit. You know what I mean?
Still is.
Excuse my French, but this is what's going on. And we got runaways. We got those that I've reported on my show 3 to 4 times because they run away this month. Next month they run away again. Come back home. The teen pregnancy rate is high. Nation's capital don't want their family to know, may run away. May be dealing with that older gentleman that may be controlling. We got a lot of that. That's why it's very important to celebrate our women.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, this is a great time, man, for just women. Like, women in politics, women in music, just women, historic women, because they've came so far, a long way to have a voice now, man. So these females that go missing, we got to find the grassroots, the males too, the grassroots of the problem. You dig what I'm saying? Why are they running away from home? What's the conditions at home? What are the conditions at school? Some of them just go to school just to eat. You feel what I'm saying? Some of them are sex trafficking. Some of them don't know what they're being put into. I had a lady Thursday, came on my show, Tanika Hoffman. Shout out to her, man. She's a sickle cell survivor, also an advocate and activist. And she lived in Thailand for many years. And she spoke on sex trafficking is legal in Thailand with teenagers.
It is.
And how many American black men go there to vacation to sleep with young women.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, man, we got to celebrate our sisters, man, because we have some sisters in those other countries, man, third world countries, that don't have a voice at all. You know what I mean? So I'm just here, man, to make a difference. Like I say, be the voice. That's honestly why I do what I do. And now I'm just trying to figure out a way to get the flyers out more so you can see them everywhere. Like you see at McDonald's everywhere, 7-Eleven, you see missing people. And then the more people talk about it, trust me, man, it's going to be more people that's going to be coming home.
In me in school, we talked about human trafficking. It was the last year or 2 years ago. That was one of our most powerful shows because we were just providing education on just human trafficking, period, and how it's a huge problem across the country that we're not talking about. And I think to your point, when it comes to the flyers, it's about us within our community organizing in a major way to post up these flyers, to spread the information to others, so that way as many eyeballs and ears are up on who's missing, where were they last seen, things of that sort. But I think as a whole, we're not aligned to effectively do that. We are in pockets, but as a whole, we're not, just because of varying different things going on in everyone's lives. So to your point, the flyers and everything are crucial parts of it, and even going to the Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts aren't sent out until it's at least 24 hours that the person or child is missing, and even then, sometimes after that point, even with law enforcement, there's a gap, and continually sending out the Amber Alerts, right? That the families have to fight with. Our white brothers and sisters, they have more success with it overall, just because the system wasn't set up for us to begin with. So there are so many stories where brothers and sisters in our community, law enforcement has dropped the ball.
Yeah.
With continuously, hey, like, my son or daughter is still missing. Like,
right.
What's going on with getting this information out there?
Yeah, I've interviewed police officers. I've went to the police department several times, and the thing is, they don't have funding. I'm like, huh? They don't have funding. My whole thing is,
hold on.
Yeah, it's not enough. It's not enough funding.
What do you mean not enough? Like,
so they don't have the money to have a missing persons task force to mainly focus on that. So you have these flyers, but if the police officer, if they can just be riding past missing people all day long, but they don't know. I mean, most missing people aren't found by the police. They're found by a family member, or they've just happened to come back home. So you can report it. You can go and you can get your flyer made up. They'll give you flyers. You get your flyers made after the 24 hours. But as far as funding, missing person task force, we focus strictly on missing people. That's what I've been told. We don't have the funding for that. Militia Rudd, shout out to Brenda Brown, a retired government worker, spent $80,000. It's a true story. What? $80,000 of her retirement money damn near went broke after she retired to have a search party for Militia Rudd of her own money. Excuse me, because the city is only going to do but so much. When you see those people and the cadaver dogs, and you see those people out there and they're searching for people, they're diving in the water, they had these dogs and stuff like that, the city is not paying for that. The people are paying for that out of their own pocket. Back to your point, those other people, I hate to say it, right, are more financially stable. They are more community orientated. Right. They are more organized, well put together. And I have cases of those other people is going to stay in your face. Like
Absolutely.
Every other week,
Absolutely,
they having a
town hall or something.
A town hall,
yeah,
with heavy media presence. We don't have that here. Right. The people here have just happened to invite me out every year to Militia Rudd Day so I could speak. You know what I mean? I went out, bought my own shirts, got my own flyers, pass them out, door to door, give them to the people. And you know what people say? They ain't found this little girl yet. I thought they found this little girl. Oh, she's still living? Oh, I heard, what I heard about her, man? They took her to Georgia. They did this, they did that. Like, these are the stories. And I'm like, well, they probably wouldn't even remember. So I'm going to give you a prime example. Like this lady, Marissa Carmichael, that's missing from North Carolina, a mother of 5. Whatever the circumstances were, I don't know, suppose he went home with a guy, didn't return home, or got dropped off at a gas station, then somebody else supposed to have picked her up. Whatever the story may be, and the point that I'm making is, they got a page for her. She's popping up on my timeline every single day. Marissa Carmichael is. Right. Militia Rudd's story, we actually had to bring that story back to life, which is sad, you know what I mean? Because she should be the example of a young girl who inspired other young girls. It should be a Militia Rudd building. It should be a Militia Rudd street. It should be a Militia Rudd organization, nonprofit that people invest in for missing people. Right. See, DC, tell y'all, man, to me, it's just, everything is just a culture. Everything is just, like the music. Everything is just a movement, but nothing important. They'll give us go-go days. They'll give us this. They'll give us that. You dig what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we fight for housing. At the end of the day, they want to defund the police. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, no money in the missing persons community. You know what I mean? So we got to fight, man. Another thing is, man, we got to get out here and vote. I was talking to a guy that totally threw me off, a guy that I know very well. He's a film producer. And me and him kind of went back and forth on IG because he was like, man, people voting, they don't even know what they voting for. They being told to vote. People are voting because they're being told to vote. Man, your vote matters. To get her in office, it's gonna matter. Some people that really care, that want to put her in office, man. And I know it's all they call them puppets at times, but if you got the president, they don't run it, the Congress, the House, the Senate, all that. But at the end of the day, man, we got a guy that's trying to get in there, man, that's dictatorship. So when you look at it that way, when people say, oh, my vote ain't going to make a difference, oh, it's going to make a difference if he get in there and you lose all your rights. Especially, it's already hard for us as a blacks, especially black men. Can you imagine us losing our rights? You feel what I'm saying? Our money being taken, our jobs being taken, and we damn near less of a man at the end of the day. And that's what he's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I encourage people, man, read that 2025, man. It's serious, man. And
he touching the education system, bro.
Everything.
He wanted to get immunity to the police.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We already got to worry about with the police, and you're gonna get them immunity on top of that, and then you say that you can. No, come on, Slim.
He wants to mess with the energy.
Like, it's crazy.
You know what I mean?
This whole the society period is fucked up. Man.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You said $1 billion.
$1 billion
in trafficking.
$1 billion, bro.
$1 billion.
$1 billion,
We
bro.
didn't
It's
talk.
real.
This
It's
is
real.
crazy. $1 billion.
$1 billion.
You trying to tell me that
Same
one of
amount,
the most
hold up.
successful?
I'm on the same amount that we spend as blacks every year within our counties, within our communities. That's how much money goes out of the black community, bro. Over $1 billion a year. With Prince George's County just being named one of the richest counties in the world. After Montgomery County, then we got, we talk with DMV, we got VA, Fairfax, Potomac, all these spots where we have some prominent color folks. You dig what I'm saying? We spending $1 billion. We just gotta wake up so many different ways, bro. Like, we just gotta wake up, man. Like, and the thing, I feel bad for those coming behind us, man. Because they have no idea, bro. Yeah. At least we know. Yeah. We know about slavery. We know about government. We know how to write in cursive. Yeah. We know how to read. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, this next generation, and I love them. I love my youngest. They
destroy all that.
But what do they know?
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. They taking cursive off the schools. Yeah. They can't, right.
Man, OG, the curriculum, they like, because it started, I think, in Florida. The curriculum, them teaching slavery is horrible. Mm-hmm. We thought the way they did us, to teach us the watered down version was horrible. Mm-hmm. Right. 'Cause for a long time, we thought Christopher Columbus was a hero. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. The thief.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, the person that helped him navigate to get to where he was going to go was a black man. We thought that was bad. Mm. If you seen the new videos of they showing the kids about slavery, is words can't even pronounce. Like, I can't even. I have no word. If you see it, it's like, yeah, we were slaved and all that, but the slave owners did care for us, and it wasn't that bad. What the fuck are we?
That's how they put it. That's how they put it.
What are we doing?
That's how they put it.
What are we doing? They did so much messed up things.
For their own.
I am learning about new stuff every day when it comes to slavery. And the way they would take something and they would turn it into a Disney film. But the origins of it coming from our blood, our skin, Geppetto, Pinocchio. Everybody knows that story. But do you know who Geppetto really was? He was a puppeteer that used our skin, our hair for Pinocchio.
Yep.
What? What?
Yep.
What the actual real Pocahontas went through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, dog. It's crazy, and it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to to have hope, because it's like, damn, bro. And then you really just waiting on the rapture for real, because it's just like, bro, like, how long did Sodom and Gomorrah happen until God was like, man, enough is enough. Yeah. Enough is enough. It's crazy how he is now.
Well, and that's why I'm so hard on us. Men, because it starts with us. Like, we have to provide the structure and the education for the community, because we've talked about the programming, the brainwashing going on just across the board with the music and everything surrounding entertainment. I don't want to make this overly political, but I don't really appreciate the fact that, we are in an important election, and I get that. To me, it's the lesser of two evils, honestly.
It's been like that our whole lives, bro.
It has, honestly. I mean, politicians. Politicians are some of the most evil people in the world, including the Pope, including him. I ain't gonna get into him.
You know what I'm saying?
I can go all day about the Pope,
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. But y'all know.
But just in terms of our political climate, though, I appreciate the enthusiasm that the vice president is trying to infuse into everyone across the country. I don't appreciate how.
Well, it's a show. I
mean, exactly.
They have to promote and market their sales also. Right. And like you said, that's really what it is, man. Because they do what they want to do. It's like a legal gang. They do what they want to do. You can vote. We can have our opinions, but it's about financial gain. Right. It's about power. Just like the other guy, man. They all want to say, man, I did 2 terms. That's big in the political world as far as the president. That's his main thing. And to keep his foot on our neck, for real, he's just power stricken within his own, his own mind. But I definitely agree with you, man. I think when we talk about the politics, who makes the difference? Those on a local level.
We talked about that all the time.
Absolutely.
What matters? Who matters in our community for us? You dig what I'm saying? Because we not, we here.
1,000% true.
So it's like, who's going to help us at the bottom? We ain't worried about them. Right. Who's helping us right here?
Yeah.
Rich get rich, the poor get poor. Right. They're going to either raise or lower the taxes. More than likely raise them. They're going to control the healthcare market. They're going to control the school system. They're going to control what we eat.
The food industry.
We
talked about that too.
Anything for financial gain, man, through politics. None of them broke. All of them are rich. That sit in these seats. All of them are old. Right. Been there forever. Supreme Court judges still putting away our innocent black men. I'm reading cases. I read these cases every day of our black men that are executed. Wrongfully executed. Or wrongfully just come home, especially down south. Like, they still doing that shit down there. Brothers serving 30, 40 years just to find out that they ain't do it because now they got DNA. And then
what was that man that just got...
They give you $1 million.
What was that man that just got executed, and he was not guilty, but they still killed him anyway?
Oh,
what was the name of that dude?
I know who you're talking about.
Terrible.
I reached out, I think, like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I mean,
It's
it's like
terrible.
clockwork down south.
It's terrible, bro. When I was to school in Alabama, man, I had fun down there, but like I was walking on eggshells. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Because you never knew, like, Slim, going, just trying to go out and party, and you see a burning cross. You just like, this is real.
But how,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just curious. How was that experience going to school? Like, is it really like?
So it's not just that.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Alabama, like especially people from where we're from, you think Alabama, you just automatically think the Klan and just racist people. Period. I'm gonna say Alabama's bigger than that. I'm not saying that's not part of that culture.
That's
'cause
most of Alabama.
I've seen, you know, the crosses. I've seen the flags. You know what I'm saying? Confederate flag. I was like, my first time ever seeing the Confederate flag in person. It's bigger than that, but also it's like, yeah, bro.
It's a culture.
Like you down in the dirty South for real. You know what I'm saying? You just can't just be walking around
Right.
aimlessly like, nah, you gotta tighten up and understand where you at for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it was wonderful black people down there, you know, wonderful environment and all that. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I had fun. Like, when I went down there, it was the same year as Cam Newton went to Auburn. So I was right next to, like, I was like 20-minute drive from Auburn. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, like, I ain't had fun with all races. You know what I'm saying, down there. But you understand, hey, it can go down at any moment. And we bringing up the local government. That's why I brought up that stuff they doing down in Florida with the
education.
With the education
schools,
is
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
And we was talking about Planned Parenthood, but they pushing kid sex.
Man.
If you listen to some of the,
man.
It's a book about sex to kids.
Yeah.
It's a children's book.
We talked
And
about
I
that
remember,
too, bro.
and it was a
Yeah.
man. I forgot where this was. I need to find this video. It was a man in the courtroom reading it, and he was like, "Can you not read that? Oh, it's too vulgar for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't think it's too vulgar.
Wow.
So if this is too vulgar for you, what make you think this is appropriate for kids?"
Well, when you mentioned that, man, you just took it to a whole another level, man. I mean, they say what makes it appropriate for kids.
And it's too vulgar.
But kids are 3-4 years old. Their sexuality, which they know nothing about, has already been claimed and took it from them, man. Like these transsexuals bathrooms, man, in these schools. I thought that shit wasn't real until I seen that shit.
Yeah, that shit
I've
is
been
real.
places and that shit
You know what I'm
says
saying?
trans, real
Like, oh, you
shit.
transphobic. I'm like, I'm
then
not
put this-
trying to be like that. Like, if you want to do your thing, do your thing. But when you start mixing shit, like that's when it get bad. How many stories do I have to hear of a dude that cross dressed, went into the bathroom, the woman bathroom, and assaulted a little girl or assaulted a woman?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That happens.
Yeah.
And you're not about to tell me because I have an issue with that I'm transphobic. No, I'm against fucking pedophilia behavior.
Exactly.
This is coming from real talk. This is coming from a person who's been molested, who's been through that. You know what I'm saying? And know how it feels to go through that. It's frustrating. I know what that can do to a person. I thank the Lord. I thank my family and my friends every day that they was here for me when I was going through that. Because I could have been fucked up. You know, hurt people. That's why I never liked that term. I never liked that term because you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Why would you want to have that same hurt that you went through and put that on that same person? It doesn't make any sense. It's not a fucking excuse. Because I've been through it. I've been through that. I know what it did to me. But you can be bigger than that. You can be bigger than your traumas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you
Walking testimony.
yeah, man. I'm glad you that statement you just made, because some people, man,
They make excuses.
are
bro.
not that strong, man.
Yeah.
And I gotta commend your strength, brother, man. Like, and for you to even admit that as a man, you know what I mean? Because we so masculine, man, and we ain't gonna break down and tell our traumas until it's I'm gonna tell you where it happens. Relationships, marriages, because we holding so much in. We got so much we hold in, and once we get frustrated and we blow up, oh, that's it. Because we didn't let it out, we didn't talk about it, we didn't vent, we didn't go get the proper help that we may need. And that's another thing, man, in the black community. Like, I'm gonna tell you, this thing right here, this phone that we on, a gift and a curse, brother, man. Facts. And the reason it's a gift and it's a curse, man. Social media is a gift and a curse. It's so good that it's bad.
Use it.
You feel me? Because now everything is on the forefront. Everything is out there. All this shit we talking about is gonna come up on your social media feed line today. Something that we talking about.
That's what we coming.
So
that's what we get.
Somebody watching.
Yeah.
Somebody hearing this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I say it's good and it's bad, because now we have so many outlets and ways to express ourselves. It's good and it's bad. Like, with social media, man, even with the kids, man. Like, they started social media beefs. That's a place for them to be free. And I tell parents, man, check them phones, check them book bags.
That's a fact.
If you got time to take off, if you have time to take off from work, go to your kids' school. Make sure they didn't change their clothes. Make sure when they pray once they get over that threshold, man. I'm telling you, man.
Preach a stranger danger. If it's some on a handle, don't touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Call the police. You know what I'm saying? I told that with my mom and all that. Like, they coming up with game plans to get our women, bro, our little girls, bro, even our little boys and us. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. One of the most successful businesses on this planet has to do with pedophilia. That is disgusting, bro. That is horrible. It's horrible, bro. Like, bro, like that. The impact of that is so major, man. Because you get to thinking, like, man, was I asking for it? You know what I'm saying? Did I deserve that? Should I be this? Bro. Should my sexual orientation change because that happened? You know what I'm saying?
But that happens, though.
Bruh.
That happens, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? For a long time, right, not to cut you off, right? Good points you bringing up. For a long time, right, I used to always think, damn, how did that person get that way? Because I have gay people in my family, right? So I used to, for a long time, until I really broke down, man, and started hearing people's stories, man. Yeah. Like, you can hate the other gender that much. And I always say this. People think I'm crazy when I say this. I use Michael Jackson, one of my best, one of the greatest, the greatest entertainer, right?
The greatest
entertainer of all time. I'm telling you, man, that's what it was. He was so frustrated, bruh, with his dad. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that kind of, he had this entrapment in him for so long. So we was wondering why he was 30, 40 years old with amusement parks, with animals and toys, and man, he was entrapped for so long, bruh.
He had no childhood.
No childhood depression. You feel what I'm saying? Of his father, a man, you feel what I'm saying? Not letting him be free and live because he had to go out there and get that money, which he did a great job. But I'm just saying that these are the things, man, people going through in our households as we do this show. You feel me? We don't know how their weekend is going to end up. We don't know who ran away from home right now. Like, bro, it's like 650,000 black women missing to date right now. 650,000. And that's just what we know about. You know what I mean? So,
right, because that's underreported.
Underreported, right? So, just saying all this to say, man, like I tell people, get the therapy, man, vent, talk about it. You know what I mean? Try to find that person or situation that you could trust. Even with kids, I tell man, like I don't have children, but I have a lot of nieces, nephews, and I tell people, man, like I wish I did have kids. And I tell people, like, man, I was talking to my man yesterday, and he's about to get his son. His son is 16, and I was telling him, I said, man, you know, when you get him, and he moves in with you, I said, yeah, don't be so hard on him. I said he's 16. I said he's growing up in urban, in the community, in the hood. I said pray every day he leaves your threshold. I said, but at the end of the day, Talk to him every day, man. But siphon out the good and the bad. Like we speak on that, like you spoke on the influence of the music. I love music, but luckily I can siphon out the good and the bad. But them youngest man can't do that. They gonna look at these videos, they gonna see these cars, they gonna see this money, they gonna see him smoking this Zah, they gonna see him popping these pills, this fentanyl, these drugs. If you have nobody to siphon out the good and the bad, nobody in your home to say, man, look, I mean, I know you like that, but look, man, you might wanna not be a rapper. Maybe you wanna go to school to be a business owner, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, something like that. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying do whatever you wanna do. You should be able to do whatever you wanna do, in other words, but we gotta siphon out.
We're better than just being entertainers.
The bad, man.
Yeah, we're
That's
better.
a fact.
We're better than just being entertainers for other people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like we have this narrow-minded mentality about you can only be successful in certain avenues. Like you got to either rap, sing, or act. You know what I'm saying? Or sports.
Oh, sports. Oh, man.
Forget sports.
That's a big one right there, ain't it, man?
You know what I'm saying? And that's not true. I was listening. I think I brought this up on the podcast before. I was listening to Chris Rock wanting to stand up. He was either stand up or he was on the podcast, one or two. He was saying how he lived in the same complex as Mary J. Blige and I think Eddie Murphy. And one of their neighbors is a white dude. And he's a dentist. One's a comedian, one's a number one selling artist, and one's an actor and another, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all those things as the other races to be that successful.
Exactly.
He's a dentist, and he lives in the same complex.
Right.
As them as well, so that
a successful dentist is just to live there,
yeah,
and they would have maintained, I'm sure, where they live at. So, yeah, man, a dentist. It's just funny how it's just odd how that sounds, right? An actor, well-known, famous, platinum selling singer, comedian, well-known, and then you say a dentist.
All living the same.
Right.
Which one is white?
Right. The dentist. The dentist.
Right.
The dentist.
You don't.
You know, I mean, cause
you can be successful. Like you said, man, we gotta wake up, and the time is
That's
now.
That's what we gonna need out here, dentists.
The time is now, man.
We need more dentists.
Yeah, I mean, the time is now, especially like people in our color. Like, it's just if we have different people in these avenues, in these spaces, landscaper, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't get as roughed off as we do. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, what, man. Oh man, they see it's coming, don't they? I'm gonna tell y'all. I work with a Arab dude, right? My appliance guy, and it was funny. He was talking, and I said, I'm going to start another business, and I said, man, I'm gonna call it We Fix. I said, I'm gonna dispatch all the calls to you for appliances. I said, I just want a percentage, and so he said, man, we can do that. That's cool. I said, we'll talk more about it, and he said, yeah, brother. He said, when you do your flyers, he said, you market promote. He said, please do it in D.C. He said, the focus on D.C. I said, why D.C.? He said, man, black people spend money. You guys spend money. This coming from an Arab guy. And I didn't take it personal. When I thought about it, and I was comprehending as he was speaking, and I started thinking about everything in my mind. I'm like, damn, if he Arab and he look at us like this, all the money they got, you know what I'm saying, them oil tycoons over there. I said, I can just imagine how these other races, man, looking at us and how they think about us. And I didn't take it derogatory, because it's true. He was like, man, I'm telling you, he said, man, especially Northwest D.C., man. He said, black people. And I'm like, so he wants me to market really strictly to the black people with the broken refrigerators and stoves or whatever. He said, man, they spend money. He said, man, you guys spend money. And I said, damn. And I took it as, damn, good or bad. And I thought about all the shit that we waste money on. Like I said, over $1 billion leaves our communities, man, every single year. And that's what? Cars, possessions, houses. We don't build black schools.
Watches, clothes.
You feel me? Watches, clothes, jewelry. I'm a victim of it. You know what I mean? But I always said if I was to get a lump sum, I would want to do something with it. Of course, nothing's wrong with gifts. They came to Jesus bearing gifts. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you should get the fruits of your labor. But at the end of the day, like, we got to make better decisions. Like what you just said, like, that's why we get ripped off when we go to the mechanic or our sisters come, because ain't nobody in the family, ain't no more mechanics like back in the day. Uncle and grandpa that's going to tell you, nah, bring it over here. He charging you what? That's, nah. You know what I mean? We don't have that, the black contractors that's going to be professional, you feel me, coming to your house to remodel your home. So we look on TV and we go get Home Depot and Lowe's. They done charge us 80% over what it's supposed to have been. Because it goes back to, like you said, a lack of education. I'm making this money, and I got it. I ain't tripping off that. I'm gonna get the Benz instead of the Toyota.
Well, we talked about this on the show too, just in terms of just the dating element to that, because, you know, don't get me wrong, I love my home, PG County, DC. I love this area, but there are so many of us in this across the area who are making good money, you know, our sisters included, that if you're not at their level financially, or above it, they're not even looking your way.
Oh man!
And so
you just brought up a whole nother.
So don't you try to come into their life trying to teach finances and just trying to like tone down how much, because.
Do you know a lot of women think that $200,000 a year is not a lot of money? I was looking at them like.
But you know what though?
I wish I made $200,000.
But listen, I'm gonna tell you to that point. I'm about to break this down, man. I'm telling y'all.
Break it down, brother. Treasures.
It's no love. Yeah. The love is lost out here, man. Between us, brothers. I mean, just speaking to somebody. We don't get brothers just walk around mad. Sisters just walk around aggressive, just mad at the black man because of what they've been through from the previous relationships. Yep. So therefore, they all, like you said, they looking at it like, oh man, nigga ain't making no money. You know what I mean? Everything is to how do you want to? What's going to be beneficial to you? But what do you want to benefit? You want to gain love and growth, and that's building a family, and we're doing things together as a black couple, setting a good example. Man, that's lost. That's lost, bruh. Like, the relationships don't last. Like you said, the sisters, it's all about the money. That's for real, like you said. A lot of them making the money more than us. And then we already, you know, as a man, how do we feel? We intimidated. So you got the sisters that's making the money that want to give the brothers a chance that's not making as much as them, but we feel a certain type of way. So we can't deal with it. Oh, man, nah. I ain't dealing with that. She got too much going on. Now that much going on, she got her shit together. But with us, especially the black man, it's an intimidation thing, man. See, we got to get out of that, man. We got to start having a purpose.
But
values.
Yeah. Well, and we've talked about this on the show, too, in terms of, like, the way I view them, you know, my sisters, like, you're not my competition. My competition is myself. My competition is not even a white man. My competition is myself.
Right. Yeah.
Every single day, I am trying to outdo myself.
Oh, man. Dang, man. Let me make this day better than yesterday.
Percent better.
That's what you call a spade of spade right there, bro.
Bro, like, Phil, like, literally every single day, bro, whether I work out or not, 1% better. Right? Like, I posted on my story on Instagram. And like I tell people, because when people see that, for the most part, I think I worked out, and which I have. But there's some days I don't work out and I post 1% better.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Because I am trying to, like, self-improve myself constantly. I would never be perfect. I would never be a finished product. But if I can be the best possible version for myself within myself, then when it's my time to lead a family, I can do it effectively.
But you know
Yes,
what?
sir.
You know what though? You know what? If you express that to a sister, man, they wouldn't even understand what you just said though. They wouldn't even understand that it's not that. It's just the focus is on me from within, the skin from within. Me. They wouldn't understand that what you just said. If you broke it down to a sister like that, they're not even gonna understand where you coming from with that, man.
Yeah,
Not all.
and that's
Not all of them.
and that's
You're right, not
and
all,
that's-
but
and
a
that's
lot of them.
fine. And that's fine. They don't understand.
You said
right
I'm
away.
not in competition with you.
Right.
I'm not in competition with the white man.
No.
And that's the same way I feel, bro. I'm me. Nothing intimidates me, brother. Like,
Nothing.
I don't care about your money.
Right.
I don't care about none of that. Because I can
Your
get
status,
it.
none of
Your
that.
status, none of that. Who are you? At the end of the day, when we take all this off, bro, we get home, who are you?
You know what's
That
crazy.
don't even matter.
You know what's crazy.
One
Phil?
my bad.
No, go, bro.
Yeah, one of my one of my mans that went to school with me down in Tuskegee, Greg, he go by Heavy Crowns, he a rapper.
Mhm.
He had a line that said, "Who are you when the audience is gone?"
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you when nobody's looking?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's big. You know what I'm saying? Cause you can be away when everybody looking, and then be
1000%.
terrible person when nobody really looking.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And
That's the
are
most
you
celebrities.
defined?
Yeah.
Are you defining what you do in front of people? Or are you defining what you do without? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't need the clout for nothing I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I do it because I know it's right.
That's right.
I
Exactly.
thank God every day that even though it's not the most glamorous job as a custodian, but I'm glad that I work at a school because within my capacity, because I am a custodian, I'm not a teacher, none of that, but within my capacity, the pour light into the kids brings me joy every day. It brings me joy every day because they the next generation. And I love with the school because at the school I'm at, it's not like just predominantly just like black. Like,
Yeah.
it's black, we got white, we got Spanish, we got Ethiopian,
Yep.
we got Asian, you know what I'm saying? And I'm able to touch every one of them as much as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And just to break the barriers, break the stereotypes, you know, because you don't know what, especially what we can access to, especially kids. You don't know what they really looking at. So I just want to break down like, nah, it's not that. I want you to focus on positivity and all that.
Yeah.
Because you see some of the influences you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is in your house?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who is in your house? Like,
Yeah, man.
who is teaching you this stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain
Hey.
stuff in that school, I be like,
Hey,
what is going on?
Have you ever just like, I'm sure you have, just sat and just heard conversations, bruh, with kids, bruh. Like, I used to be on a train, and I used to be like, yeah, what the
Cussing like a
I'm talking
sailor.
about cussing. Man, I'm like, and the conversations, bro, I be like, how old are you? Shorty, like,
Yeah.
all these adults, all this cussing, like, at that age,
No decorum.
We wasn't doing that.
it's crazy,
At
man.
all.
At all, bro.
At
We
all.
wasn't doing that.
At all.
But I don't know. I don't know.
We wasn't doing
I
that.
hate when they say history repeats
Repeats
itself,
itself.
because I'm trying to figure out what do they mean? Like, it was a generation back then that we have now coming behind us, because we weren't like that.
Yeah.
So I don't
we
know.
had
Man.
our faults. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we
I mean,
was perfect.
we did, but
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say like we ain't cuss at all.
Yeah.
But it was like
But we was around each other.
Yeah, we was around each
Exactly.
other. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't like out in front of, hey motherfucker, fuck you.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We wasn't doing all that in front of
Adults.
adults like that. We really
Exactly.
wasn't doing that. I'm not gonna say like it wasn't a couple bad apples that we ain't doing once or twice, but we wasn't just crazy out in the north. We had more sense of innocence than the kids now.
Yeah.
Because they more access and stuff. Even though we had access, we ain't had as much access as we do now. But we had a senseful, like, ignorant bliss. Which seemed like the more generations that come, it started to diminish.
Well, because the technology is running the world now.
Even the technology, what we brought up with the curriculum, what they teaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no ignorant bliss no more when it comes to our youth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to talk to them about these topics that we're talking about because they're getting hunted.
Yeah.
Right.
They're getting hunted. If it's not by sex traffickers, it's by the law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just creeps, or just creeps. We got to watch all around. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Tamir Rice was 9. Tamir Rice was 9. Playing with a BB gun that was orange.
Yeah.
In the park by himself, not hurting anybody, and got shot dead.
Yep.
Shot dead. Most of the people that's missing are kids, man.
Yeah.
They're kids.
Yep.
They're kids. No way you can bring a kid up in the world and don't talk about these topics. If you do it, you're negligent. If you do, you're fucking negligent. I know when it gets a certain time with my goddaughter that I'm gonna have had to talk about going places and leaving by my side and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. She's 3 years old.
Yeah, you have to.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation with her soon.
Definitely, bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're targeted. They targeting our youth. It's ridiculous, bruh.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bruh.
I mean, I a while ago, I got into a pretty spirited conversation just in terms of the dynamic of, when do you bring up the topic of sex to your kids? And I don't have any kids right now, but I said for me, that target age range for me to begin to start having that conversation just at like a very, very basic low level is 8 years old.
Before that, bro, me working at the school and what I seen, you gotta do that before that.
Before 8.
Yo.
So you say before 8, I'm thinking
before 8.
6? First grade?
Kindergarten.
5.
Yeah.
4.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I was 7 years old. I was like 6, 7 years old when I got molested. I'm seeing pre-K. I'm seeing kindergartners touch each other.
Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to bring up.
You know what I'm saying?
When you spoke on, because that's what I was.
That's what I'm saying. At a very basic level, but you have to have that conversation before that.
That's why I was saying first grade, because I'm like, that's when they're breaking into.
Okay, so what does the touching involve?
Ass, private parts. I seen it all.
What? That's crazy, bro.
What?
Them little kids, man, can get frisky.
I was 6 years old when a girl told me to touch her between her legs. I was 6 years old. You gotta have that conversation. You gotta have the conversation about basic private part, no touching. You know what I'm saying? Because kids are so touchy, and they,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
right.
what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm seeing boys slap ass like foul,
real
like
talk.
for real.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it's crazy, but like for real though. You know what I'm saying? Like it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow,
like willingly, like they turn around, let me, you know what I'm saying? And they foul.
Holy shit.
That's crazy, man.
You know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
thinking,
Like,
it's funny, right? But it's real,
it's
man.
real, though.
But I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, when I was in school, man, like, back in the day, growing up, man, I'm telling you, it was like that. Like, you stand
touching ass.
You stand in line at the recess, and
I was touching ass.
You like little Christina might like you. You might be 5.
I was touching
6
ass.
years old, man. You might kiss her,
Yeah.
hug her, touch her or something like that.
You got that.
Make sure the teacher ain't looking.
Yeah.
You do it again. It's like that, bro. I'm telling you, man. I mean,
Yeah.
even these little girls, man.
It ain't about time
these
you in
little
middle
girls,
school.
man.
You playing 10 minutes and half.
Exactly. Yeah, you playing.
You playing it. No, for real.
Nah, you at recess time.
In middle school,
playground.
in middle school, I was sucking titties. Like, for real. Like, I'm saying.
That hide and seek ain't no joke, right?
I'm
trying to tell you, man.
Like, you got to start early, dog.
What they call it, dry
for
humping?
real. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Real talk, though, man.
That's crazy, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. You have to. Like, I'm sorry that we have to do that, but we have to, though. You have to. When you see that, and you like, bruh, in preschool, like, what we doing?
Yeah.
Kindergarten?
But it's on TV.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the problem.
It's in the music.
And it's
That's the problem.
desensitized, so it's no
Yeah.
like,
That's the
it's no
problem.
like. But even back then with us, like, we knew it was kind of like we shouldn't do it, but like, you know what I'm saying? These kids, the two little boys I was talking about was in the middle of the cafeteria, slap assing. You know what I'm saying? Not even looking around, just make sure like nobody's looking. They just out in the open slap assing. Fuck. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, not in the care in the world. Like, what are we doing? What? I'm like, what you mean, what? What are we doing? It's so desensitized. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just like, oh, we're having fun. You out here slapping asses. That's a part you don't touch.
Yeah, right.
You don't touch none of that area, none of that. So, at a very basic level, at that age, you got to do that, bro. You got to. Because if you think, man
4 years old.
I'm telling you.
I can believe it, man. I can believe it, man.
I'm telling you, bro. 4 years old. You know what I'm saying? They in the third, fourth grade talking about pull your pants down. Like,
Yeah.
it happens, bro.
I'm sure it does.
Fool.
I don't want to believe it, but I'm sure it does.
Fool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is real.
What
you know what I'm saying?
What you say before? Kids raising kids.
Man.
I always say that. Babies raising babies, man. Blind leading the blind,
That's the thing, bro. That's the thing, bro.
And you know what? It's funny, man. I love this show, y'all, man. I really want to thank y'all. I'm gonna get out of here in a few minutes, man. But I want to
Appreciate it.
when we say the babies raising the babies, right? That brings up. I know y'all know this, man. You see this all the time. The grandmothers, man, raise their children, bruh. Like the grandmothers raised it. That's who raised the children these days out here. The grandmothers are raised. Now we had that back in the day, or we'll go over grandma's house, or we may go over there for the summer. I'm not saying it didn't happen back in the day because we had young parents, but these days, bro, it's like the generations are changed. Like, though, grandmothers our age, bro. Grandfather's younger than me. I'm like, bro, you 36.
Yeah,
You got son 20 that already got a kid.
it's a couple grandmothers that I know that are
But
in
you
their
guess
upper
what?
30s.
We black, and guess what? But to us, guess what? That's cool. That's cool. Now, you know what? We need some more condoms for safer sex or prevention until you get a certain age and able to move out my house and raise a family. We don't talk like that. We don't talk like that. We go to the system.
And it's
the
not
generational curse. We go to the system. They go get not knocking it, you know what I'm saying? But don't use it forever. The stamps, the vouchers, everything is passed down, bruh. Generation through generation through generation through generation through generation. Now it's 2024, 2025, and we're still here, bro. Like all the rights that all those people before us, the slaves, what we had to go through to get that abolished, and it's still not abolished. We just victimized by the system. Right. We victimized by the system, bro. It's just modern slavery. Right. That's all it is, bro. We just not digging the ditches and getting whipped no more. You feel what I'm saying?
We getting
prison,
whipped.
Slaves, form of slavery, and camp in the mine.
Right.
Man, all that, man. But it's generational curses, bro. This gonna take a whole nation. You know, the Nation of Islam is deep. Like how we had the Million Man March. It's gonna take shit like that, bro. Like to come out and reach these people, man. And then people will have to get involved because enough is enough.
We talked about this on this show. We had an opportunity when George Floyd was killed. Mm-hmm. This was during COVID. We had an opportunity as a community
Make shit shake.
to change the world again.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't.
Mm.
You know why? Because we care more about our sports. We care more about our bottom line. We care more about getting them stimulus checks. We care more about them PPP loans. Everything was self.
Told you. Yeah, man.
Self.
Yep. All the stuff we worried about that.
Self. So the photo ops that we saw across the country of us locking arms with other people, all that was for nothing, bro.
Nothing.
Because we didn't keep the pressure on. We didn't keep the pressure on.
Exactly. We didn't continue it. And then, like, you
If
already
they
see what
would've-
they doing
if
to us. How this man got all these charges, bro? He's running for president, bro. You see what they slapping us right in the face. Fuck y'all. No bullshit, that's what they doing. We ain't
real
tripping
talk.
off y'all. Nigga, we got this man running
Real
for
talk.
office. This man is smack asses,
Real talk.
rape,
Grab pussies.
grab pussies, got sued for, you feel me? Discriminatory, definitely discrimination as far as who he's had employed. You feel what I'm saying? Because he can just pay him a certain amount or don't pay him, don't show your taxes. Like, come on, bro. They
And you know what
smacking
really be
they
pissing me
showing us
off?
like we letting y'all know who running this shit.
And what really pissing me off is our people.
There you go.
That,
I was getting ready to get into it.
That be like, well, oh, you know, he done got this person out of jail, and he done help a couple black folk, you know what I'm saying, with their debt and all that. That's a fucking facade, man.
Thank you.
You don't really fuck with us.
Thank you.
Listen to what the fuck he say. Look what the fuck he implemented. I don't give fuck he get he got Kodak out of jail.
Giving
I don't give a fuck about that,
HBCUs
bro.
money.
I don't give a fuck about that,
Yeah,
bro.
giving HBCUs money. Yeah, that's all.
I
That's
don't
a
give a
facade.
fuck about that, man.
Yeah.
I don't.
You say Kodak man.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Listen to what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. You think that no Ku Klux KKK member ever shook hands with a black person? I think they probably did. I think it was probably a couple people color folk that they was cool with. You know what I'm saying? But they still hung a lot of niggas though. I can tell you that much.
Wow.
The fuck are we talking about?
Wow.
Just because you see somebody holding hands, that doesn't mean fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to what the fuck he say. Listen to what the fuck he do. Listen to what he implement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna say like I agree to everything what Kamala doing, but this nigga Donald Trump is hell, man. He fucking hell, man. When you was over there on the Trump and the Apprentice and shit, you was in your lane. You know what I'm saying? I used to fuck with Donald Trump. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're fired. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To your ass start getting this lane on some bullshit, I'm not home, man.
But his true colors came out though.
Yeah.
Once he really got the power.
Yeah.
And I mean, years ago they said that he wanted to run for president.
There you go. People
He
forget.
been say that.
I'm
He
telling you,
said that
man.
on the night show, right? Yeah.
People forget when he
said,
said.
I will be good. I will be great at it.
People
I will be
forget
great.
when he spoke in the late '90s about potentially running for president one
He was
day.
on the late night show.
He said, "I will run as a Republican." He said that. He said that.
Here's the thing, like
He said, why did he say it? Because he said they're not very smart.
Yep.
They're not very smart. I mean, I don't care for Republicans or Democrats. I don't care for
you grew
either.
up. It's like when you growing up, it was like
Either growing up black.
You was Democrat.
He was Democrat.
You was
Exactly.
Democrat.
Yeah.
If you was black,
always
it was black.
Democrat
He was
for
Democrat.
what is it for the good and the Republicans are the bad, right?
Yeah.
That's how it used to be. Yeah,
That's how it used to felt like. And if you see it, a black Republican, they was Uncle Ruckus. Like, that's how it was. Like, that's how it was. And you growing up and you like, man.
Yeah.
You growing up and realize that even Obama wasn't a perfect president.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You so it's like, bro, like, what are you trying to do for us? That's why I like the libertarians, the independents. I want to know what the fuck y'all talking about.
The only thing about
like, we
that-
got to shed more light into them.
That's
because
what I was going to say, man. That's how you just took the words from my mouth, bro.
I'm not keep about to just keep listening to y'all niggas, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm just not, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's at the end of the day, it's a big shit show.
It is.
Reality TV. That's what it is, man. And look, they like I said, they get a chance to market and promote themselves also for power. But you don't hear about those on the lower level and the local levels. And like you said, it needs to be more of that. The libertarians, man, the people that they ain't Democratic or Republican, they Green Party. They call it the Green Party with all the black people. We don't see that. You just see it when you go and you vote. You just see the name and just sound black. Kenneth Copeland, he must be a brother. Let me vote for him.
Raheem
But you ain't
Davis.
heard nothing about him though.
Raheem Davis. That sounds strong. That sounds
And a
strong.
great guy.
Yeah,
It probably
he
is a great
as hell.
guy, bro, with a great background.
Yeah, I'm an independent now.
Let me tell you something. It's one person. It was one person from the Democrat that I feel like that would have made some change, and that was Bernie.
Bernie. Oh, Bernie. Yeah, Bernie.
Bernie. That was one. Why you say that?
Too old.
Andrew Yang,
Him
Oh
too.
man.
He Democrat.
when he was running.
He was
When
Democrat.
he
I thought
was
he was
running,
independent. Why
he was
I
running, he
thought
was Democrat. When he was running, yep.
Yeah, but
Yep.
both of them.
Yang was my
both of
guy.
them.
I thought
Both of them.
he had a pretty. He ran.
Both
right?
of them, right?
He ran.
Yeah,
with
no, he ran
the last. He ran. What did he run?
Two before, right?
He ran. Yeah, he
'Cause
ran.
He was going against Hillary and all that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
No,
right. He ran with
yes.
Hillary and all, ran against him. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, he was going to that.
Right.
Nah, yeah, I
Yeah.
fuck with Andrew and I fuck with Bernie. Like I fuck with Bernie.
I think
hard.
Bernie had some good. I think he had some good views.
Good.
I think he was
views.
really
That's a great
for
view.
the people though.
He was.
I don't think he was racist. I think he was really
Nah,
just
like
for the people. I don't even
they-
think he was
they-
really
People
between the Republican and Democrat thing. I think that's just the party.
yeah.
You know the
I agree.
internet investigators. You know had to investigate. Man, Bernie was in the field with Malcolm X. Man.
No, it's a fact.
My
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I mean, Bernie's an independent.
Independent, right? That's what I'm saying.
He's independent.
Yep. Independent.
hey, there's a reason why.
Yeah,
you
he's
know what I'm saying?
independent.
Like that shit. That's why I was like, y'all put Biden in. Y'all was talking about Bernie age. Like he's just as old. Like what the fuck? They both shaking at the joint. They both. They both at the joint.
Well, I mean,
They
I
had a
don't
name for
say,
Bernie too, didn't they?
Huh?
Didn't they give Bernie a name?
you know, I
I don't know.
I think they tried it because he failed or something. They were saying he was
I just, we don't talk about
Biden
politics.
used to look like he about to pass out when he.
We don't talk about politics on the show,
Not
but
too much.
just anyone that is black that is trying to justify voting for someone who's trying to set us back in time.
If you anybody of color, if you don't have a hue, and if you a woman, I don't understand how you can vote for that man. I don't get it.
That's why I said he's not gonna win though.
I don't get it.
I don't know, man.
I don't get it. I thought he wasn't gonna win the first time.
That's
the
my
first
whole
time I
point.
didn't think he was
That's
gonna
my
win.
whole point in saying that.
The
When-
first time I didn't
hold
think
up.
he was gonna
That's
win.
my whole
Wouldn't
point
be
in
surprised.
I was
saying
like, oh my God.
Wouldn't be surprised if he wins. I definitely won't be surprised if he wins, but I think the majority of his votes, man, won't come from definitely not coming from women though. Like I don't have a lot of women voting for him.
It's
I mean,
a lot of. I seen a lot
women
of
vote
women.
out,
I
man.
seen
I
a
swear,
lot
I
of
don't
women
think
was like,
it's
I'm
gonna be
going
a
for
lot,
Trump, and he got fucking Amber Rose ass, man. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah. I
God,
forgot he had
this
Amber Rose.
fucking heifer, man. I
Yeah,
can't
I forgot he had
stand
Amber
this
Rose.
heifer,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, Amber Rose.
Cannot stand her, but
Yeah.
you see what they doing? Le'Veon Bell,
Yeah.
AB, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing?
Huh.
What are you doing?
they sell
What are y'all doing?
They sellouts.
Yeah,
What are we doing?
Are you surprised?
What the fuck are we doing?
that's money moves though, man. That's all it's
Hey.
about, man. It's financial.
fuck
gain,
are we
bruh.
doing?
It's about money, bro.
What the fuck you doing?
It's money, man.
This shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, here's the thing, bro. Like, I hate when people say that. Like,
You don't care what color you are.
he's
What
like,
can
are
you do
surprised?
for me?
Because
That's how
I'm
it
not
is.
surprised. That don't mean I can't feel this way. Like, the shit is it's just fucking annoying, dog. It's annoying. They use y'all as tools, dummies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
You
know-
trying to tell me this nigga got nicked by whatever caliber of gun.
Hold up, though, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real.
And
with
his
you, though.
whole side of his ear not gone. He got a scratch. Literally a
Raise
scratch.
keep
You
on-
trying to tell me?
But my whole thing, hell yeah,
Fuck
that shit was
yeah.
fake. Hell
Did
yeah.
you see the video of niggas
Bruh, he's
video?
non-stop,
Is niggas video recording this nigga
put his
on
hand-
the joint for like 10 minutes.
He put his hand up after he got grazed. You running for president. They're trying to assassinate your ass. You had that much time to put your hand up.
Yeah!
Where my shoes at? Bro,
No bullshit.
Bro,
No,
man.
bullshit.
They not rocking like that, bro, with no real
Bullshit.
shit, man.
Bullshit.
They would have hovered over his
You
ass.
trying to tell me a
They
group
would
of
have
people
man,
is
ain't
recording?
no way, bro. No
Recording
way.
on the joint. No, Slim.
That wasn't even no real bullet, man. He
Hell
probably
no.
threw some ketchup
Kiss
from
my
the audience
ass,
behind
bro.
him or something, threw
They
a rock.
kiss my ass with
And made
that.
it
I
look
ain't
like
believing that
they
shit.
probably threw a
Listen,
pebble and then some ketchup and then it's splattered.
I'm not
And
a
telling
I'm not
you.
a conspiracy.
And then you see the
theorist.
tampon pad he had on after. Come on, bruh. And you had people actually wearing that shit to his next rally. That's why I say I don't fuck with the guy now after this. Like, 'cause I used to like Donald Trump. He used to be in the rap videos and everybody wanted to be a Trumpster.
WWE.
We had a hotel just using his name. So much came out about him. But anyway, bro, like, that's one thing I can say about him, man. I don't know what it is, but he does set trends, though, bro. Like, but it's the people that's following him. But it's like, y'all remember them two black women? Remember the two black women from North Carolina when he first ran?
Oh yeah.
Slim, they was
Yeah.
they was
I remember that.
everywhere. And I'm like, yo, I cannot believe these sisters coming from North Carolina, bro. Rural North Carolina. Like, not Charlotte, the city, like, I'm talking about down south. And I'm like, they really ran with this dude?
Yeah.
And I think he paid them, though.
Oh, he did.
Slim, they was all over the news. And I was like, are we serious? And that's when I knew, man. I said, this is a shit show, bro. This is reality TV happening right here in D.C. Like, what the fuck? Hey, man, he won. He won.
Go ahead, OG.
Now I was gonna say we did a story a couple of weeks ago. You know our show crazy as hell, but we did a comparisons. We put Evander Holyfield up and ear up, and we put Donald Trump ear up. His shit just got bit. His shit was off, and Donald Trump is still there. Come on, man.
You hear what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Tell me that Mike Tyson bite force is greater than whatever caliber of fucking bullet that was.
Come on, bro.
that grazed
Preach.
his fucking ear.
And what about the people that was behind? Where the fuck did the bullet go? Come on, man.
Chug to this day. I met Evander Holyfield before. That shit is still there. Cause I was like, cause like when are you ever gonna see Holyfield again? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo.
He's like, I gotta see if it's real for real.
We did a comparison. That shit was crazy.
For real.
Man.
You're not
That's
for real,
wild.
dog.
Hey, man, that's some funny shit,
Not only
man.
the bite force, that nigga has a mouthpiece in.
Yeah.
Did more damage than that motherfucking bullet did. No, you see what I'm saying? That shit is dumb. He had a mouthpiece. It wasn't just gold teeth. You know what I'm saying? It was the mouthpiece on top of that.
Again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't know what's true or what's not true. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Hey, sometimes it's a conspiracy, and sometimes you
But
can
you
see
can-
what the fuck you see.
But you can definitely get grazed by a bullet and nothing happens. It happens every day.
Hey Vic, you know what I'm saying? You know this more than me because you was in the military, and I'm gonna take heed to what you're saying to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take heed to what you're saying to me right now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's not like he got grazed in the shoulder. It's not like he got even grazed in, like he got grazed. This flaps.
You can get grazed in the head,
my nigga.
bro.
This is. I understand that. This is solid though. This is solid. This flaps.
Miss
You know what I'm
though?
saying?
And
This
they miss, bro?
flaps.
Nah, bro.
It happens.
Nah. Not them type jokes, Vic.
Now listen.
Not them type
Now
jokes,
listen.
Vic,
If
man.
it was me, I'm not missing.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even saying missing, bro. You're trying to tell me a simple scratch of the ear from that caliber.
The ear sticks out.
That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. I done went past a damn no, man. No.
Again,
No.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there are different factors that go into the trajectory of a bullet.
Man.
You gotta factor in how far you are. You gotta factor
The
in
wind, participation,
the
I
wind,
understand
all
that.
of that. Yeah.
Man.
One of us who was actually proficient, we're not missing.
I'm not missing, and I'm not proficient with a goddamn.
He did like this, didn't he? When it, shit. He ain't even, like, got my fucking ear. Like, God, that. He just,
I done heard
like,
gunshots go by.
you know,
I
like
done
a
heard
mosquito
bullets
bite.
go by my ear. I done heard bullets go by my
I had
ear.
one go by my ear before.
I
Yeah.
had
Great.
that shit
like
didn't
no
hit me,
bullshit.
and I had more.
No, man. I don't know. I don't know what the world is coming to, man. I just gotta.
Oh no, are we doomed?
Yeah.
The writing is already on the wall.
Man, man.
We're doomed.
Lord,
We're just on
man,
borrowed time.
Just have mercy on us, soul, bro.
But I think
We're on borrowed time.
we've
bro.
had so many elections, man. What is it, 50th? What president would this be?
I don't know.
50th, whatever. But anyway,
I don't know.
Nah, 49th.
49th
Yeah,
president.
49th.
We've
Are we
seen it.
still?
We've
We
seen
not
it.
at 50
We've seen
yet?
it, but we seen
No.
it. 46? 45, right? 47, yeah.
47. Yeah,
But
because
we've had so
Biden
many
is
of
46.
these elections, man, and the world just keeps turning, and it seems like nothing has changed. But I really believe, man, this time, if Slim get in office, bro, it's going to be some changes that we will actually see in the mental and the physical form. I'm telling you, man. He wants to steal, bro. He wants to do the same shit Putin is doing over there. It's mad.
Absolutely.
In those countries, bro. That's who he I don't know if they still friends, but follows behind, if you ask me. And he has another thing with him. You got to be careful, man, because he got a lot of secrets. He knows a lot about America. He talks a lot. He talks a lot. That's one president I can say will run his fucking mouth.
Him
bro.
and Xi Jinping.
For
China.
From China.
Man, what? Oh my man, they got Trump in their hip pocket.
That the one supposed to kill this brother? Because he's
Who,
supposed
Xi
to be the
Jinping?
next one up. Is that it?
No. You're thinking of
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in North Korea.
North Korea, right.
I got no comment on that.
He was
nigga.
meeting
I
with
ain't
him,
gonna lie
too.
to you. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman met with that man. That was crazy.
Dennis Rodman
That was,
met with him too, yeah.
that was a crazy thing to see. I was like, what the fuck are we doing now?
I think he had him do something over there as far as an expedition with basketball,
something like that.
some crazy shit.
It was something like that.
But yeah, man.
Man,
Shit is crazy.
That's why I'm screaming from the top of the mountaintops.
Shit is crazy.
In terms of like us here at our level, like, yo, like as a community, we need to get our shit together.
Yeah.
We need to get our shit together because to your point, Phil,
This is crazy.
if he gets back in office, we are going back in time.
We're gonna be fucked up.
We are going back in time. And then by then it's gonna be too late.
Too late.
Because
It's gonna be fucked up. It's gonna go. It's gonna be the Wild Wild West out here.
no facts.
It's gonna be the Wild Wild West. Our kids gonna be fucked up. Every time you see a damn police, you
If
gonna
you
have
think
a heart
crime
attack.
is bad now,
You know what I'm saying? Shit gonna be fucked up, man. She gonna get fucked up, man. She gonna be fucked up. Okay, no problem. Hey, appreciate you for having me
All
on,
right,
brother.
bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to
Bro.
jail.
We trying on Focus Radio, man. Let's keep on doing this thing, man. We setting the bar. We doing, bro.
Yes, sir.
We doing shit ain't nobody else doing, man. With
No
these
problem.
messages that we just sending across, people just listening. So
absolutely,
we doing our job.
Yes,
I want
sir.
y'all
Absolutely.
brothers to know that, man.
absolutely. We
I
appreciate
gotta
you, bro.
get back to the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
But
No problem.
greatly appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me grace y'all stage.
we appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, bro, this was a much needed conversation we needed to have, bro. Real talk, bro, because that shit crazy, bro. Just to think about, bro.
I mean, and that's I kind of was gonna, you know, that conversation had nothing to do with.
What the hell we wanted to talk about, but we needed to have that conversation, bro.
my topic that I had in terms of shame,
Yeah, kind of
it ties
into that.
Like we need to bring shame
We
back
need to
in the
shame
world,
these,
bro.
We need to shame these people.
For
The
real.
terrible ass people out here, dog.
For real,
For real,
we
dog.
need to bring shame back, bro. But
You know what I'm saying?
everyone is so scared to get canceled, and they scared to stick their neck out there and do what's right, like you said. You know, because it's not going to be received well, or they're not going to have the kind of support that they think they're going to have if they stick their neck out there. You know, but you know we don't care. We don't care. Phil don't care. OGs don't care, bro. Like we are trying to do what we can to save our community at our level, you know, by having these conversations. It's important.
Very important. Nah, bro.
I want to kind of be oblivious to it, but I mean, you're in the school system, bro.
Yeah.
So you see it.
Yeah, bro. Like, I know we was laughing about the slap ass and all that, but
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, they was doing it like that shit was normal, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? They was doing it like it was normal, and it was just like, who are you looking at? Who is teaching you that? Because that has to be taught. That has to be taught or mimicked.
And,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and absolutely.
Mimicked, bro. That's why it was a lot of things that I wish when I was like in Red Robin and like when I used to be stressed out and all that.
Yeah.
I hated looking back at it that my nephew used to see some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're sponges, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're sponges. You know what I'm saying? Really watch how you do things when it comes to like the youngest.
Yeah.
You really do, bro. Because they sponges, bro. They gonna mimic what you're doing. Like I'm like, bro, you telling a little kid to pull the pants down right now?
I
I'm
mean,
like,
and
in the middle of the library. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
and see,
What is going on?
and think about that. You know, once they grow up, that can lead to a life of abusing women.
Or anybody.
I mean, so if you don't nip it in the bud at that age,
Yeah.
like that stuff can evolve into way bigger things that you could ever imagine, bro.
Yeah.
Way bigger things you can ever imagine.
You got it, man. It's a little girl. I ain't gonna say her name, but
Yeah.
it's a little girl. When she come, like I have to tell her like regular hug. I need you to do a regular hug because she will literally hug me and wrap her legs around my legs like this, bro. And I be looking at the teachers like, yo, like this little girl is rap. I'm like, yo, as I'm saying, I'm like regular hug, please, regular hug. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
That's why I pour life in these kids that I do. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, especially as a kid growing up, and I talked about this on the show, when you hear things from a person that's supposed to tell you things, sometimes it just go in one ear out the other. When a teacher say you something, when a principal say you something, when your parents say something, you be like, okay, I hear you. But you supposed to say that, whatever. When you hear that from like a person that's necessarily not your family member or a custodian or a cafeteria lady, like you're going outside your way to say that. And it hits different. Miss Jones or whoever can tell you, hey, don't run, you gonna bust your tail.
Right.
Mr. Young tell you this. Hey, slow down, what you doing? It hit different, even though we said the same thing. It just hit different. And I noticed that on a whole nother level doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Because of what you're pouring into them.
Yeah. It was a little boy, hey, Henry, I hope you good. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed one day. Man, about to go crazy. He was like, man. And then, like, the lady, you know, the teacher was trying to get him. And I was like, hey, bro, what's going on? I'm like, hold on, bro. Hold on. You got to, hold on. Hey, bro, calm your spirit, bro. I touched him on the chest. I'm like, calm your spirit. Calm your spirit. Whatever mad that you going through is temporary. Calm your spirit. What's going on? Talk to me. You calm down and you know what I'm saying? And the lady looking at me like, you know what I'm saying? I do get those looks.
Yeah, because you established that rapport with them.
I get those looks because, like, nigga, you a custodian. Be a custodian. You know what I'm saying? I do get those. And sometimes I get the looks like, what you doing? And sometimes I get a look like, wow, like you really don't have to do that. Kids. You know what I'm saying? I love it, bro, because you didn't have to do that. You can just do your job and, you know what I'm saying, get on that. I love your interaction with the kids because it's kind of like a tradition. The kids keep asking me about it. So, like, my first year, the kids helped us out clean the cafeteria. They helped us out clean the cafeteria. So I wanted to do something for us. I was like, I'm bring chips for y'all and all that. Like, these kids love chips, especially Takis. My first year, I realized I didn't bring enough Takis. I didn't bring enough Takis. You know, I had the Cheeto, the Dorito.
Yeah.
Them Takis, nigga. I brought one bag of Takis. Everybody was like, you ran out of Takis? I was like, okay, I got to bring some more Takis. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when they helped me clean up and all that, I was like, I bring chips, Doritos, you know what I'm saying, the hot Cheeto, the Takis, you know what I'm saying? I had like 4 different bags of Takis last year. They went through them.
Crazy.
They went through them, but man, I love them to death, man. And I told them to keep on the good work, and I'm gonna do it for them again because the bathroom this year from last year is night and day, night and day. Like it's so much. Like last year, like nigga, like I was like, bro, who is doing this? Who is doing this? See, this is how I know the fifth graders last year was lying. Cause y'all gone and now the bathroom look a lot better. The bathroom looks a lot better. Now I know who was lying. I know who was lying. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, like just doing little stuff like that, man. Like it brings me joy, bring they joy. Like when they see me, you know what I'm saying? It's just it brightens them up. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing is like trying to balance like actually getting your job done.
Yeah.
And then like, you know what I'm saying? Or when they supposed to be quiet and they see you, then they're like, I'm like, nah, right now, you know you supposed to, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Even come to like the point where, bro, we trying to, the kids, you know, they trying to line the kids up. They still run buctions and all that, especially when there's not a lot of men, that the teachers right there for the lunches and stuff, or just one person by themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, we not doing this. Why every time I gotta wait for y'all to clean to clean the cafeteria and y'all keep standing right here? The quicker y'all get yourself together, the quicker we can go to recess. Like stuff like that, bro. Like I just try to, you know what I'm saying, bro. Like when I do that, I think of Mr. Carter. I think of Mr. Ed, bro. Mr. Skinner, Miss Tanya, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Officer McFarland from Duval. You know what I'm saying? I think about all these people, bro, that didn't have to do some of the things they did, bro. And they did it anyway, bro. And I'm going to continue to do it, bro. And I'm glad I ain't getting no pushback. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no pushback.
That's a blessing.
I don't get no pushback.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
Normally, at least
like
one person.
One was like, yo, I got this. Like, be a custodian. You know what I'm saying? I don't get no pushback, bro.
Question: How many male teachers are there?
Let me count. Manny, Bowden, Mr. C, BB, Clark, 5, Hendo, Powell. And some of these is not really like teachers. Some of them is like therapists or like little teacher aides. You know what I'm saying?
So half of them are teachers.
No. Only BB, Mr. C, Clark, Manny. Am I missing anybody?
So 4.
I don't think I'm missing anybody, bro. That's not administrator and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like teachers, yeah, I think that's it.
Everyone else is women.
Everybody else is women. That's teachers, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have more men in the, you know what I'm saying? We have more men that I'm seeing, but like far as teachers who like A class, yeah. That's 4. Manny, Clark, BB, Mr. C. Yep. So it's not that many. We got a nice amount of like, you know, teachers, teacher aides, they call them superheroes. We got a lot of them, but yeah, well, it's mostly women.
Okay.
It's mostly women. And then a lot of times when I do that, they like, man, we just needed that man voice.
Well, and that's my point in asking that, because I when we were growing up, I think there were always more women teachers, but there was a heavy fair share of men as well when we were growing up.
No, that's a fact.
And I think, I think depending on what environment these kids come from, there can be that sense that, well, okay, well, she can't tell me nothing. She's just my teacher, right? Because at home, they act the same exact way. Like, oh, okay, well, my mother can't tell me nothing because it's just her here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, there's no man around. Mm-hmm. That's kind of why I asked that question, just to get a sense of what the ratio is. Mm-hmm. Because with you doing something as simple as that, everyone toned it down. Well, they got quiet.
Oh, yeah, it get quiet real
because
fast.
because the was there. Mm-hmm. And the respect level for a lot of the women teachers, it may not be there with them, which is why the kids act the way that they act. Because, oh, okay, she can't tell me nothing, or she's not going to tell me nothing because I don't respect her. But Mr. Young, I respect him. Okay. Be quiet. So, that the work of being in the school system is so important, bro. We don't understand it when we were kids, but those kids that you interact with on a consistent basis, they're gonna love to appreciate it when they get our age. 'Cause they're gonna look back and say, "Dang, okay, now it all makes sense." Right? Because we had that moment. There were certain things that we couldn't understand or didn't understand at the time when we were coming through school. But now that we're on the other side and we're in the middle of adulthood, a lot of those lessons and conversations
was very vital. Very vital. Very vital, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just try to, just coming from a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? And, what's so crazy is we bond over a lot of stuff, because a lot of stuff they came out when we were young, bro. They watch Naruto. They watch Dragon Ball Z. They love Stitch. Mm-hmm. I was so surprised the prevalence of Stitch in that school. The amount of little kids that wear Stitch and all that. I did something that I regret to this day, but that just my personality came out and all that. So when it was,
I remember
So you know what I'm saying, when I did the voice Stitch, Una Calajusta, they
lost their mind.
Man, oh my goodness, bro. To this day, bro. To this day, hey, Mr. Young Stitch, bro, you know what, bro, you know what I'm saying, but I just love that smile on their face, bro. That job can be frustrating, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, of course.
And they give me peace in there, bro. Little at a time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate them more than they can ever know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when I'm going through at this moment, you know what I'm saying, with the passing of my grandmother and all that. I just try to get a little bit of peace as I can, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And just knowing that they the next generation, and just try to continue to pour light into them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Positivity.
I'm going to continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I struggle with is remember everybody's name. Bro, that be so difficult. Because I don't spend a lot of time with them, so
right.
It's difficult. You remember my name? It start with an L. No.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, for real, though. Nah, for real. Like, two would walk by, and you know one of their name, and then the other one be like, what's up? You like, what's up, bud? Hey, girly.
They be like, dang, you don't remember my name?
Sometimes I never got your name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like it's just man, when you're in a position like that, you gotta do the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Thomas said this a long time ago. Like, you gotta be a servant. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a certain position, you gotta be a servant because God put you in a position. But you know what I'm saying? You know, you get what I'm trying to say. But you know what I'm saying? Just trying to pour light. That's what we need. Bro.
You can't teach that, bro.
You can't. You can though.
You can teach it.
You can teach it, but it has to be in you.
Exactly. Right.
It has to be in you. You can tell somebody to do that, but if you don't got that lightness in you, it's gonna be hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was taught that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like it's like I was naturally like that, but I was taught that though. You know what I'm saying? I was taught to be a cheerful giver. I was taught to make sure people good and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just for my environment, for the people you know what I'm saying? I can say a lot about my family. What I can't say is they're not servants. You know what I'm saying? They don't make sure people that's one thing I cannot say about my family, that they do very well. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm just gonna continue to do that. And this is the reason why we had the show. And why we're gonna be doing a live show later. You know what I'm saying? To pour light. Like, we don't have a lot of light pours. We got a lot of dark pours out here, bro, that pour darkness into the world, into society, into people, man. And we just need more light pours, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just need more of them, bro. And it's tough, man. Easy to go into the darkness, you know what I'm saying? And you get less pushback because that's what the machine want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you doing the Lord's work, bro. You doing what's necessary to society to be able to be good and positive, bro. We got to continue to do it no matter what ups and downs and obstacles that we have, bro. We have to keep pushing this narrative of you can be a light pourer and be successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to turn to darkness. You don't got to sell your soul to be successful, bro. You can be a positive. You can be pure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just hate that corruptness can be so profitable, bro. It sucks, bro.
Well, you know, the devil runs this natural world, bro. Like, everywhere we look, like, the devil runs the earth, this natural world. You know, the Lord himself, that's why we're all here. It's a test. I said this a couple weeks ago on my story. I said everything that we're going through here is a test. It's a test by the Lord himself. It's a test by the devil.
That's
right?
a fact.
And it's a matter of choosing which side of the aisle you want to be on. And a lot of people, unfortunately, they're going to be on the other side.
Yeah.
That they don't want to be on because they were misled.
Yeah.
They were lied to. They were taken advantage of. They were manipulated.
That's a fact.
All because of money and greed. And I know we jokingly said this before on the show, but like there is no amount of money out there that'll make me sell myself off. None.
Nope.
None. No money.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
And think about it real quick before we wrap up. Sometimes some of these celebrities that kill themselves, it's for that reason. Because they realized they were lied to. They realized they was taken advantage of. And they realized that the only way for them to free themselves is to off themselves.
I remember watching the Mike Tyson podcast, and he's like a living testimony, you know what I'm saying, what he went through all his life. You know what I'm saying? Now where he at now. You know what I'm saying? And like, shout out to Mike Tyson. He had Francis Ngannou on, and he was telling Francis was like, all this favor that you have, like you're a favor from God. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that. He was like, you know that, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, but people that's favored by God is also favored by the devil.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know that as well. Stay the person that brought you here. And when he said that, I was like, wow. That's a powerful statement because you can lose yourself into that. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell by how he spoke about his life and, you know, what we know about his life that he was lost.
Mm-hmm.
And it took for him to hit rock bottom to him to find himself again. And that's what I want people to take. Leave the person that brought you here. Leave as the same.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let nothing change you corely, to your core.
Mm-hmm.
Stay the same person that brought you here, and you will be good. Tonight,
Mm-hmm.
we had Bus Boys. Bus Boys.
Third time's a charm.
Third time a charm. You know, get your tickets. We're going to have a nice conversation.
I can't wait.
Can't wait. It look like it's going to be more intimate this time. But we're going to give you everything we got.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, brother?
Nah, man, take us out.
Y'all already know what it is. Plenty of podcasts is made, but nobody lay it down like Spade of Spades. Like, subscribe, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, all that there. Be you, people, and be pure.
See y'all at Bus Boys and Poets tonight, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Get your tickets. They're still on sale. Thank y'all. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. We out. Peace.